Hello everybody and welcome back. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about music. As you all know, I do play music. I don't post much on the channel about it. However, I love the lower end of music sounds. Like, I have a bass clarinet. I love listening to pipe organs, contrabassoon. I even for a little while when I was at college for music played the contrabass clarinet, and I really want to get one, but it costs a lot. And I was wanting to see if for $500 or less I could make a contrabass clarinet. My thought was making it out of PVC piping at first. That would be if I was making it myself with the blueprints, if I could find a way to get blueprints for one of the ones. The contrabass clarinet I used was a LeBlanc 340 paperclip style contrabass clarinet. It was all metal and its range was down to low C, which is what you need. If I could make it go to B, that would be even better, but that's besides the point. One thing I was thinking of is, for the project, getting the blueprints from it and putting in all the calculations for each part into a computer, and it would make all the pieces. Like, get the blueprints for the bore size for all the pieces, the shape of the pieces, and everything, and get a few different pieces of PVC piping that would come up to the right length, which I believe is like 8 feet 2 inches of tubing. And then the rest of the blueprints would be the screws, the rods, the keys, every other part that goes into the final product of being able to perform on a instrument. The other option was, if I could get use of the one from my college, which what I want to do with it is probably not likely they would let me, or if I could find someone with an old one that doesn't really work anymore and needs to be overhauled and stuff done to it, and I could get all the keys and rods and screws and posts and stuff taken off of it so that just the body of the instrument remains. There is a machine you can use. It's basically a laser scanner that you can put an object in it, and it'll scan the instrument and give you the dimensions of it and everything, and then you can plug that into a computer for a CNC machine and it'll make it for you. If I do that, put in like the body of the instrument, the neck, the bell piece, and then individually every key, the round ones that cover the holes, all the rods, the keys you press down with your pinkies, all the screws, posts, springs can be separate because I'll get those differently somehow make it work with the mechanism. I would love to be able to do this. That would be the easier way, because if I use a machine like that to do it, I could essentially get chunks of grenadilla wood or coca-cola wood or boxwood or rosewood or something, a good piece of wood to make an instrument out of, and legitimately make a LeBlanc 340 paperclip contrabass clarinet ranged to low C with out of wood. which is my dream. If any of you know anyone I can work with, or a way to find blueprints for a LeBlanc 340 paperclip contrabass clarinet, and it has to have range to low C, has to have the 5 pinky keys for your right hand, or 6 like the Buffet 1193 low C bass clarinet, and it has to have all the thumb keys, and it has to have the extra I believe it's D key, the low D key for your left hand pinky, and if possible, I want to see if I can engineer a key sort of like the B flat Tosca soprano clarinet with the extra, I think it's a G sharp key for your left pinky. I'm not sure if I could add that. That would be cool too. But if I can get the blueprints for that exact model, how you know it's that model is if you've ever seen the contrabass clarinet put all the way together. The one that has range to only low D, the bell, the instrument is shaped, the mouthpiece starts here, the neck, it goes up, down, curves at the bottom, then goes back up. When it has range to low D, the bell doesn't reach all the way to the top of where it curves at the top to go down. It reaches like to midway up the instrument or 3/4 of the way up the instrument. The one with range to low C, which I want, is with the bell ending at the top of the height of the instrument. And if you scroll through some of the videos on my YouTube channel that I have done playing the contrabass clarinet, you will see what it looks like. Also, if any of you are good with engineering, machining, woodworking, anything that involves like building something like this, let me know. If you are a clarinet person who owns or works at a factory that makes clarinets, or maybe I could get use from LeBlanc if they want to help me with this project or something. I would love to get the expertise from some instrument repairman who we could find a used, broken, old contrabass clarinet. No dents, because if I was to scan the instrument into a laser scanner, it would probably come out with the dents. It would probably think that as a curvature or something in the material. But something that has no dents but is in bad condition that we could take apart and all the key work is still there. I would love to take one apart, one of those LeBlanc 340 paperclip contrabass clarinets with a low C, and scan each part in and make one out of giant chunks of wood. I think that would be really cool. So if anyone knows any way I could do it or wants to help me do it, I don't want like a partner project where it's basically like 2 people made it. I want someone to help me with getting the resources basically, just like as a reference. Someone who can be like, this is how you do it, here's the blueprints. If you want to use my shop to do it, I have a laser scanner and a CAD machine or a lathe or something. That would be really cool. I would love to be able to utilize someone's shop, whether they're an instrument repairman, a music company that makes clarinets or something. That would be really cool. I would love it so much. If anyone has any suggestions, just comment on this video and I'll check back in and try to get back to you with a timely fashion and see if you can help me. I live in Maine in the United States. I was hoping someone from Maine or New England could help me. I don't have time to travel, so you'd have to come to me probably, unless there's an easy, quick way to get this done within like a month or two. If I could find an instrument and scan it right away, or get the blueprints right away, and we could just get the materials to machine this out and make it well, really, really well, and make it in tune and whatever, put all the key work on it, that would be awesome. Thanks for the time for watching this video, and I hope I can get this done. It's been my dream. My family has a good bit of money, but we're not wealthy by any means. We're just okay middle class people. And although we have a good bit of money, we shouldn't be spending it on stuff like me buying my own contrabass clarinet. That's expensive. So if I could find the blueprints and make it myself, that would be great. Or if I could find one and scan all the parts, that would be great too. Something to do, and I appreciate the help if you can. So I'll be looking forward to comments and responding.